Sure.
Okay, we're here. I expect some answers.
I think we all do, Kayla.
Now that the Oracle has been nearly reassembled, she's able to communicate clearly with me. This is the last step to our journey, right here. She told me that for her to be able to combine the pieces, she must be carried here, to the birthplace of humanity. And that's where we stand right now. This is what the first humans of John saw once they descended the tower.
That hardly makes any sense.
On the contrary, as you know, humans aren't native to John. The tower is what brought them here.
And here you are, losing me again.
Hold on, that's not the point here. What's our plan now?
There's someone who can help the Oracle. He awaits us here. That's all I know, but you don't need to be concerned. Let's just appreciate the sights on our way there. Not many others get to see this place.
Can't say I'm surprised. It doesn't exactly strike me as hospitable.
It'll be just like good old times, right, Mel? Exploring forgotten ruins, finding dormant secrets.
I feel like I'm a totally different person from who I was back then, though.
I know. But at least we're still in it together. Let's go, shall we? The Oracle's anticipation is contagious. I really want this to be concluded already.
Believe me, so do I.
Onward, carefully.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's get going.
I guess we have a job to do.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Pathetic.
If you say so. I guess we have a job to do.
Ow!
Guys, let's stop here. I'm feeling dizzy. It must be a sign.
Are you sure it's a good one?
Mal, everything is fine, really. I know you don't trust her yet, but if the Oracle wanted to hurt me, she could have done so already.
But now she wants you all for herself, Kayla. I believe you, but I'm scared.
I get it. You know, I never envisioned myself as a host for the Oracle, but some things are just larger than us. I am her now, and she is me. I learned to accept it. And don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be with you, Mal.
I guess I have no other choice but to believe you. And her, by proxy.
Let's go, Mal. Please. I want you to be there when it happens.
Kayla, what are you doing? Who is that?
It's okay. This is the person we came here to meet. He will help me in the Oracle.
Are you sure?
We won't take long, I promise. She will finally be complete. I missed you, friend. Is everything going well? We'll be fine, Malachi. I shall rejoin you once I'm complete.
Are you all right, darling?
I'm fine, Basso. I think the one we should worry about is Kayla. I can handle myself.
Of course you can. But it doesn't mean you couldn't use a shoulder to lean on. I can see you're upset. What happened?
I don't know. I'm sorry, Basso. I'm just really mad and terrified. It crushes me how everyone seems to be taking it all so well. Kayla, Oracle, tells me just to carry on. Let her do her thing. There's now some guy who just appeared out of nowhere and...
All right, hold on, sweetheart. I understand. You're under a lot of pressure. Both of you are.
I feel like we're drifting apart. I don't know if I have enough strength to shoulder it all without her.
We are all here for you. You are not alone, Malachi.
I don't know what to say, Basso. Really. I started to get used to being self-reliant after our parents died, but it's nice not to be that sometimes. Takes a lot off my shoulders. I forgot how it feels. Is everything all right?
Yes. The process is complete. Kayla is well and safe. Now my memories are unlocked. She is retreated to make space for me to operate. I thought she would wish to speak with you, but she was content to rest for now.
Let her rest. I trust you will take care of her.
I'm glad to hear that, Malachi.
What happened when you were gone? You've left for quite some time, my lady.
An old friend came to lend me a hand. He assisted me when I was fractured and incomplete. Now I am whole again. We have said farewell for now. But that is not relevant. Now, I need to tell you about the danger we face.
We're listening, Oracle.
The Claw and the hybrids are all servants of the creature they call the Chained One. A voracious invader from another world. One of many of his kind, known as the Organte. We've been studying them, but there's still much we don't know. They resemble nothing we've ever seen. Far surpassing the strongest of our universe in power, they seem to pursue only one goal: to consume everything, to satiate their incomprehensible hunger. They are not just a threat to this planet, but every planet, and every known life form in this universe, and countless others.
My lady, but how do you know all of this?
I arrived here together with humans. We came from a world that was devoured by an Organte.
But how? Can they truly travel between worlds?
The Organte offered humans a glimpse of power, of a better future, magic that they hadn't possessed before. It was a trap that allowed the Organte a doorway to our universe, like a spider that dissolves its prey, spitting venom into the cocoon. That venom, Organte's gift, magic, it allowed to weaken the barriers of that universe. Only through the bravery and sacrifice of a group of heroes were we able to survive so that we may rebuild and warn others.
So, are you trying to tell us that we're making the same mistake? Is Organte's magic already here?
While the Organte chained here is greatly weakened, you have already seen what a fraction of its power has been able to achieve. The Claw wants to release it from its bindings after centuries of starvation. I believe you understand the gravity of the situation. Come now, I'll explain more on the way. There's one more thing we need to fetch while we're here.
Onward, carefully.
Sure. Follow me.
If you say so.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Oracle, wait. Can I ask you something?
Go ahead, Malachi. What bothers you?
The Chain One. Why the name? Do you know anything about this particular Organte? Is it the same one that attacked you before, or... Oh, okay, yeah, that's a lot of questions, actually.
If you didn't ask, I would. We need to know more.
After arriving in Jan, a friend of mine you met today helped me to convince the dominant race of this world to aid us in our research of the Organte. Using our power and their advanced technology, we were able to partially summon one of them to this world and trap it.
Wait, hold on. The Ancients? You've brought the world-devouring monster here together with the Ancients.
We needed to study one for weaknesses and tried to find a way to fight them. This was the only way we could do so. Its imprisonment is directly tied to my existence on this planet, though during my absence, the chains must have weakened.
No, wait, hold up. It's a lot to unpack, you know. We spent our whole lives surrounded by ancient ruins, and we knew nothing of that. We thought they were long gone by the time humans appeared on John. So what happened to them?
Most of them left this world in search of allies advanced enough to join the fight against the Organte. The ones who remained fell victim to the whispers of the Chained One. They needed to be put down. Now, to deal with the Organte, we'll need to recover the device I used to summon it. It's not far from here. Shall we proceed?
Yeah, of course. I just, need a moment to process all this.
I guess we have a job to do.
Just a little walk.
If you say so.
Danger ahead. Right, we'll do it the hard way.
Stop struggling. Out of my way. Yeah. Pathetic.
Onward. Carefully.
Follow me.
I see you. Don't come any closer.
Stop struggling.
Let's get started.
Sounds interesting.
If you say so. I guess we have a job to do.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Follow me.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Onward, carefully.
Sure.
If you say so.
There they are.
Pathetic. Out of my way. Pathetic.
You asked for this. Sure.
I guess we have a job to do.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Stop struggling.
Just stand still.
Out of my way.
I've got this one!
Time to get our hands dirty.
Take that!
This is it. We've overcome the final obstacle. The reality anchor is nearby.
Great. Why are we stopping then?
There are more items here that could be of value in our confrontation with the Organte. Nearby barriers protect artifacts of great power. I can breach them, but it will take a considerable amount of my power. I'm afraid we only have time to grab one of them. Choose wisely.
Follow me. Pathetic. See a target.
Onward, carefully.
Gotcha.
Sure.
If you say so.
Yeah.
This is the device that I needed. It's called the Reality Anchor. Without it, the prison that holds the Chain One in place cannot be reinforced. Make sure to keep it close.
It looks like an innocent trinket, inconspicuous.
Means its form served its purpose. Now we can turn towards our goal without postponing it further.
So, what's the plan now? I assume the end goal is taking down the Claw, but...
Now, we need to muster all possible forces. Thankfully, an opportunity has already presented itself.
All right. The meeting.
Yes. Thanks to your actions, the seed of doubt has already been planted in the warring factions. We need to press this advantage and make them cease their pointless conflict. Only united can we face the evil that threatens us all.
It's a bold plan. But now that we've got the Oracle in the flesh, I guess it could actually work.
Let's be off then, before the assembly begins.
Just a little walk.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we have a job to do.
Follow me. Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Follow me.
If you say so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
Thank you all for coming. I'm overjoyed to see that despite your differences, you were able to gather here united by a common purpose. I wish to facilitate the peace talks you've organized here, but in order for you to understand, I must first explain what me and my companions have witnessed. First, I should introduce myself properly. I am the Oracle, though you may know me by different names. I was here when the humans first appeared on John and came back to save this world from the threat of the Organte festering in the very cradle of humanity. It will be a long story, but one that you must hear to understand the gravity of the situation. And so it is time for you to act before that threat grows beyond our power to stop it. If my word alone is not enough, I hope the testimony of an eyewitness we brought here today will let you see the matter clearly.
Impressive. You just can't stop pulling aces from your sleeve, can you? The Grand Arbiter, here walking among us. Now that's exactly what we needed. Can you see now how dire the situation is? We have no stakes in your war. The Free Foencia has always been neutral, a safe haven for all. But we simply couldn't remain idle seeing that you were being manipulated and used by the forces of evil. We don't expect gratitude or reimbursement. All we ask of you is to join us in our fight against the enemy that threatens us all.
So now you're using our own legends as a ruse. Do you really expect us to believe that the Lady of Justice is back and stands with the aggressors, not us, on the word of some mere mercenaries? Our enemies never cease to disappoint. I don't know what your angle is, but we're not going to wait around for you to stab us in the back. Your cheap tricks do not impress us humans.
It's impossible. If the capital has truly fallen, but the proof is right in front of us, the Oracle would have no reason to lie. I don't know if we can get involved in this. If what you're saying is true, we may have to put the survival of the Empire first.
Thank you for voicing your opinions and concerns. As much as it pains me to return to a world divided, I still believe there is time to mend those ripples and unite against the true foe. I'll let you return to your camps now. Take a moment to consider what you've heard here. We'll resume the meeting soon.
That was... something.
I see now that in my absence, the people of John have truly drifted apart. Come. Let us speak to their representatives once more before the gathering resumes.
There are some new faces around here. Who do we need to convince?
The Empire is represented by General Adelias, the man in charge of leading their offensive. The League nobles have appointed a herald to decide on matters concerning their united army. As for the Free Phoenicia, we've been graced by one of the merchant lords themselves.
Looks like all the pieces are starting to come together. I'm impressed. It's an honor to finally meet you, Oracle.
Likewise, Tet. Although I believe you've realized by now that it is not our first meeting.
Wait, what?
I suspected as much. It's peculiar. Seeing you whole again fills me with a sense of accomplishment. I think I remember now. And yet, although I feel like I have all the pieces of the puzzle, I still can't figure out my purpose. It's illogical, is it not?
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish I could give you the answer you seek, but I'm afraid it may not exist.
Some context would be nice, you two.
I apologize, Malachi. Do you think we could schedule one more stop before we depart to face off against certain doom? I feel the need to return to the place I came from, just for a few moments. I promise to explain once we get there. Would that be acceptable?
I gotta say, I'm getting a little tired of all this secrecy lately. But I'll see what we can do, all right?
Your assurance is sufficient. Thank you.
Sure.
So this is where you awoke after all these years. I guess it shouldn't surprise me that you returned here.
I can remember it clearly now. It's my birthplace, is it not?
Yes, though it doesn't look like much after centuries of ruination. This is the facility where I used a fraction of my consciousness to bring you to life, Tet.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
I wasn't sure if I should interfere. It pained me to see Tet struggle with his identity, but it seemed like he found a place for himself against all odds.
It's logical. Seeking my purpose is what drove me to assist you in the Oracle's reassembly. I didn't need this information to operate correctly.
Ted, are you sure you're all right? Learning all this must be difficult.
Quite the contrary. It finally begins to make sense. Come now. We still have some way to go before we reach the main chamber.
Be careful. The revenants here won't recognize my body's signature. They'll try to stop us.
Their attempts will be futile. I'll make sure of it. Onward, carefully.
Knock him out! Gotcha!
Yeah.
Let's get going.
If you say so.
Sure.
Stop struggling.
Don't come any closer.
Out of my way.
I see you.
You asked for this. I've got this one.
Just stand still.
Stop struggling.
Gotcha.
Follow me.
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
I guess we have a job to do. Don't come any closer.
Pathetic. Follow me.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
Gotcha. There they are.
Take that!
They don't stand a chance.
Ah, yes. I remember this chamber. This is where it all began.
You mean this is where you began?
Precisely. And this is where I will end.
Come again?
I've served my purpose, Malachi. I can finally deactivate, knowing that my work is done. This place seems to be a fitting end to my journey.
Hold on. We came all this way so you could... die?
I wouldn't put it that way. I don't think I'm truly capable of dying. But yes, my body no longer needs to function.
But why? You've always shied away from taking risks. Why would you willingly turn yourself off now?
That was before I fulfilled my goal. I was created to help you in your quest. I awoke to gather the Oracle's pieces and bring her back to Jean. It is done now, and I no longer need to fear for my safety. Isn't that right, Oracle?
I'm afraid it's not so simple. When I remained on Jean as the Chained One's keeper, I created you in a moment of weakness. Not as a servant, but as a companion. I hoped you would help me safeguard the Organte, but the truth is, you were never bound by any obligation. You are free to make your own choices, Tet. Always have been. The path that led you here was of your own making.
Tet? Is everything all right?
I've just learned that my existence is meaningless. I believe you could call me distraught.
Hey, that's not true. You're one of us now. So, why don't you stick around and help us stop the Chain One? I'd say that's a pretty good purpose.
This condition is acceptable. I will postpone my deactivation until the world is safe. Thank you for coming here with me today. It's good to finally have something to look forward to.
Are you sure about this deactivation business? It'll be weird not having you around.
Be careful. Enemies up ahead.
I doubt it would be weirder than having an animated sentient construct in your crew.
You know what I mean. Just think about it, all right?
I will, provided we survive that long.
I'm listening.
Sure, why not?
Sounds interesting.
Let's get going.
Sure.
Greetings, noble emissaries of the League. Have you made up your mind about joining our cause?
Don't waste your breath. I don't care what you're scheming. You've proven well enough that you're enemies of the League. And to think you'd just walk straight into our camp. At least it saves us the hassle of going after you ourselves.
Do I need to remind you that we're meeting here under a truce?
Honor means nothing to our enemies, so why should it bother us? We'll make sure none of the Empire lackeys leave this place alive, beginning with you. Soldiers, let them taste our steel.
Enough! You swore an oath coming here, and yet you dare to draw your weapons on me?
The air it was spoken on is worth more than your pointless oath. The Empire deserves nothing, not even our mercy.
Even in the face of evil that threatens us all, you are unable to look past your hatred. Leave this place at once and don't return. You've clearly proven that you can't be trusted.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
It's an honor, High Merchant.
Likewise, Great Arbiter. Once we learned about the situation at hand, we proceeded to shift our priorities towards reassembling an army. One has to be ready for everything in these trying times. I would ask you for a miracle, but you've already shown us quite a handful. Consider the Merchants' Guild, your confidants in those unfortunate circumstances. To be fair, you did greatly contribute to saving lives in the city by returning our stolen supplies. We can't forget you solved the Blue Hand problem for us. I do admit, the witness you brought here is an asset to your cause, undeniably. But nothing compares to the favor you've done for us, plucking out the bad apples from our net. I knew then you are truly our allies through and through. All in all, you've proven to be a great asset, and we are truly in your debt. Repaying it would surely be beneficial for us all in the long term. Consider our resources as well as our people, yours to ordain.
Sure.
Gotcha.
Sounds interesting.
Sure, why not?
Just a little walk.
Greetings, General Adelias. Were you able to reach a decision?
You grace us with your presence, Oracle. It's no wonder your companions have been such trustworthy allies. My men tell me you were instrumental in stopping the League from unleashing a deadly plague on us all. I have to say, it'd be difficult not to take you seriously, especially considering this witness you brought here. It's a shame, though, that you didn't come straight to us. You've grown suspiciously close with the Merchants Guild, and that's something we can't overlook. Considering all this, I must focus on safeguarding my country first. We have to carefully choose our allies now, and Oracle or not, I simply can't be sure we can trust you.
You don't understand. If we do not stop the Claw, there will be nothing left for you to protect. The Organte is not an enemy you can fight. It will consume everything you know.
This is unbelievable. Are there truly none among you who would rather fight than give up on your world?
General, with all due respect, it's the Grand Arbiter we're talking about. We cannot just send her away. She has been the protector of mankind since the Great Exodus.
And yet she was unable to protect us from the destruction that consumes our capital as we speak. I was entrusted with leading this army by the Emperor himself. I'm not going to squander it on some distant threat while our home is burning.
The Emperor you serve is dead, his station desecrated by the Claw. We aided you in your fight against the League, and still you do not consider us your allies. How can you dismiss our call for help, knowing what the enemy we rally against did to your country?
Sir, the Oracle is right. Our people relied on her for some time, and we prevailed. To protect our home, we first need to deal with this enemy she speaks of.
You're out of line. In the absence of the Emperor, the army is mine to command, and only I can make this call. My order stands. We will not be joining your campaign.
If you are the one who stands in the way of our victory against the Organte, then you are a threat that must be removed.
Oracle? I think that's enough.
Not yet, Malachi. I see now that these people respect nothing but power. If fear is the only way to stir them into action, then let them be afraid of me. I can wear the mantle of tyrant as I have worn many others.
Oracle, that's enough. Let him go. He's not our enemy.
He may as well be. Leave this place and don't return. Pray that others save you from the threat you had no courage to face yourself.
I think that's everyone. For a diplomatic endeavor, that was way more taxing than I anticipated.
Once we are ready, we should catch up with our group. They deserve to know all the details before we proceed.
I am still beyond impressed with what you've managed to achieve here. I didn't think I'd live long enough to see the Empire and the League even consider holding peace negotiations.
You are changing the tides of history now, kiddos. And I hope that you remember I'm here for you if you need me.
This wouldn't be possible without you.
However, I would be lying if I said it's all according to plan. John has plunged into chaos during my absence, and I don't know if it's possible to mend it right now. We only have one ally to rely on. It feels barely enough to even challenge the Claw. But it's too late to turn back. We only have one chance at saving this world.
So, what now, Oracle?
I've prepared the maps and orders to be passed on to our allies. The Chained One is bound to a place called the Dark Boar, and that's where we'll draw his hordes into battle.
Great. Let's be off then.
No, we will not be joining them. As our allies draw the attention of our enemy, we shall strike at the Claw's hideout.
Is this really a good time to split our forces? Shouldn't we focus on binding the Chained One?
That's precisely why we'll assault the fortress of the Claw. There's a hidden pathway in there that will take us straight to the Organte's prison.
What? Why? How do you even know so much about this fortress?
I was there many times in the past, after I founded the Claw.
Pardon?
The Claw's purpose was to guard the Organte and prevent its escape. Unfortunately, they couldn't withstand the pull of chaos once I was gone.
That changes nothing. What matters now is that they are a threat, and they must be eradicated.
Correct. We will cut the Claw's leader down, and once our enemies are headless and confused, we will take care of the Chained One.
Sounds simple enough.
Seriously, Cestia. We're off to defeat the leader of a doomsday cult and slip into the prison of a world-eating alien through the kitchen door. Not a single part of this plan sounds simple.
We can do this. I believe in you people. More than I ever believed in anything else.
It will take our allies some time to organize, regroup, and reach the Dark Boar. In the meantime, we should make sure we're well prepared and focused on our goal. If you have any other matters to attend to, now is the time. Once we reach the Claw Fortress, there will be no coming back. Not until it's over.